What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the pack-only Road to FUT Champions. I haven't got a proper name for it yet, I don't know what to call it. In the last episode guys, you guys absolutely slapped the hell out of that like button, hitting over 20,000 likes. Couldn't believe the support you guys gave, so I task you guys again, let's see if we can target 20,000 likes again. The team on the screen that you see right now, guys, is the team that we go into the first game with. I can't remember if I actually showed it or not. I think I showed it at the very end of the last episode. I got some of the loan players from the catalogue. Obviously, everyone has access to those. I am no different. So we've got a few loanees on the board there, and we take our team into the first qualifying stage of FUT Champs. But before we get into that, dudes, if you want any cheap MSP or PSN codes, link to G2A is in the description below. And of course, use Nepo at checkout for some cash back. Get cash back. Love cash back. I love cash back. Cash back is the best. It's going to be a tough task to qualify first time, right? You know, we've got a team that's low chemistry, low tier players. There's not really that many great players in this team. We've got a few big players straight away. We've got some decent players on the bench with the informed Medeiros and so on and so forth. But in general, it's not the best team. However, Berardi is just unbelievable. It's a shame that we only have him on loan, because I would really like him in the main team. You know, we obviously a fair few of our players are on loan, and it's going to be really tough to generate the coins early on to pack decent players to get into FUT Champs. As I say, I don't really anticipate playing FUT Champions too early. The simple reason for that is because I don't think I have a team capable of qualifying, especially based on the fact that this is only a pack-only account. You know. And that's a pack only with no FIFA points and no coins bought, of course. It's literally just opening packs with coins generated through the game. So obviously with episode 1 there was a lot of questions, a lot of queries, a lot of feedback from you guys, which I'm more than open to. You know, obviously happy to listen to your guys' opinions on the series. I have an idea with what I want to do with the series. In general, I wanted a challenge. I wanted a tough challenge. I wanted something that was going to make me sit there at the end of the episode or end of the game or end of the game cycle and think, my God, I did that with literally the most strenuous of circumstances, you know, against me. Of course, we got our coin bonuses coming in early on, so we earned some decent coins from that first win, a 4-1 win as well. Quite an even game in possession. I had a few more chances. I was basically just used my my FIFA knowledge, I guess, to really help me through the game there. I managed to get some nice goals. Berardi, as I say, coming up big for me. Now, the first few things that came about, which I genuinely didn't even consider, right? Is first of all that this is similar to Zerka's Packed Out series, and second of all, this is similar to AA9 Skills Road to Glory on FUT Champs. Obviously, I know both those guys very, very well. I consider them to be good real life friends. And I reached out and asked, you know, if there's any issues. I would quite happily, you know, stop. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. If you do want to check out those dudes' series, links will be in the description below. But it's actually different. It's unique to both of them, because in Josh's Packed Out series, he spends FIFA points on packs, I don't think the aim is towards FUT Champs per se. And in AA's Road to Glory, he's able to buy players off the trade transfer market. It's like it's like a traditional Road to Glory, just geared towards FUT Champs. For me, I've kind of got like a mix, I guess, of all of it, of my Road to Glory, of Nick's Road to Glory, of AA's Road to Glory, of Fuji's Road to Glory, of Josh's Packed Out, and it's kind of all in one here, where I'm literally not going to buy any item from the trade pile ever, with exception to 2 items that you will see me buy in this episode, which number 1 is a player, because I need to do it to complete the manager task. And number 2 is a chem style, because I need to do it to complete a manager task. I did use the chem style because it would have been a waste not to. However, I can just discard, you know, get one and discard one if people feel that that's against the rules, I guess. But I discarded the bronze player that I bought. The second opponent we come up against, guys, got a pretty weird team. He's got some nice players in his team, yet he's got really low chemistry and like 4 bronzes chilling in there. So I was looking forward to coming up against a team like this into the second round, hopefully putting myself through to the semi-final. And we started off really well, picking up an early goal, and then another goal early on from, I think that's Budaboos. getting his second goal of the game, slotting that one home, putting us 2-0 up. But yeah, so basically, I do see the similarities between this and AA and Josh's series, but it's actually different. It's very unique. I don't think anyone's done a series where they don't buy anything off the trade pile. Like, I won't even be buying players to complete SBCs. What I'll be doing is using the tools that I have available to me through the game to try and give myself the best chance to complete the SBCs. And that will basically include what you're going to see a lot of here today and the next episode as well. That'll include a lot of bronze pack method, a lot of the bronze upgrade to get those silvers to complete the teams. A lot of me just playing the game. There's going to be a lot of gameplay, a lot of SBCs done when and if I've got the players available. And you know, it's a tricky scenario because we're in a situation where I've got a couple of players already in the club that I think I'll sell a little bit later on in this video that are just regular gold players that are selling for like 2,000 to 3,000 coins. Now obviously I could sell those and it would go towards a pack, not players. And that's a big difference here. I think something that is going to be really testing is the fact that when I sell a player, that player's sale is going towards packs. And the reason why that's important is because I could use that player in an SBC instead of selling them, or I could sell them and try and pack a player that would potentially fit more into the team that I'm using. And it's going to be a fine balance because obviously I want to get the most out of every coin that I have available to me. You know, if I've got a bronze player that's selling for 300 now, maybe I hang on to him and he sells for 600 later, and again, that's more coins to help towards the pack. And also, maybe I've got a player now that I sell, and then the pack would have it so that in the future I build a team where that player is actually imperative, and I've got rid of him, so now I can't use him, and I've put myself in a situation that doesn't favour me. So I've got to be very careful with what I keep and what I sell, when I sell it, and how and when and why I open the packs. You know, it's all well and good investing my coins early on in bronze packs. I think it's actually the best method right now to make coins with an account where you're just playing games and there's not much available to me. The reason why there's not much available to me is because the current prize for the knockout tournaments isn't a pack, it's just coins. I would prefer if it was a pack, I'd be able to spam it a bit more and get myself a few more packs to build the team with a few more players. But right now, the gold players that we've got are pretty much all we've got available to us until I've got enough coins to open some packs. So we're going to be playing with these cruddy players for a fair while. Unless, of course, I use the few coins that I'm getting, the few thousand coins here or there that I'm getting, to open the bronze packs, to sell the bronze items that I can sell as and when I can sell them, to then get the bronze players to upgrade to silvers, to upgrade to golds, to get myself some better gold players. You know, it's a series that's going to take a lot of grinding. It's going to be a series. This won't be fast paced. You know, this won't be the sort of series where, like on my road to glory, you know, it was qualify for FUT champs, play in FUT champs, get some rewards, boom, spend money on some superstar players, start making my way out through the divisions, qualify again, because obviously you had to re-qualify before the Gold 3 qualification was in. And on my Road to Glory account, I've got so much. You know, I've got everything at my fingertips. I can buy Ronaldo if I want. I'm just a little bit short of buying my third Team of the Year player. I've got every decent SBC that I wanted. But on this account, it's going to be a very time-sensitive thing. It's going to be the situation where I'm going to have to put in the effort of opening the bronze packs, selling the items, using the upgrade, SBCs available to be able to get the silver and gold packs, submitting the players as and where possible to the SBCs when and where I can, and trying to really like grind my way to building an actual team. Rather than just saying, oh hey, I have 4,000 coins, let me just go and buy 3 stupidly overpowered players that I know are really cheap, and then I'll be well on my way. Because I want it to be, and like I say, I want it to be just an account where I can look back afterwards and be like, look at what we did with this dude and this dude, and every player that you've got on the team is pack pulled, which is amazing. You know, we've got this Hamshik, yes, he's untradeable, but it's an 85 rated player. We'll be able to use him for a lot. I envisage him to be one of those dudes that we end up getting 100, 200 or 300 games on before we end up packing someone who's better. You know, I looked at his in-games, he's got really good in-game stats. He's just a decent player in general, and he is at a club and a league where we're able to put in a lot of different links, which is really, really nice. Now, there was a comment left on the last video from Lil Rock 1822 says, why did you say stadium is important? I mentioned in the last video that the stadium is important. The reason why the stadium is important is, actually there's a couple of reasons why the stadium is important. Number one, if you come up against someone who has a bad stadium, it quite often, you will either come up against someone who has the diamond pitch, which is just garbage, or you'll come up against someone who has the stadiums that have half a shadow and they're really difficult to play in. Like, it just hampers your gameplay slightly. Alternatively, you'll come up against someone who has a stadium that has a really low driven camera. So for me, the stadium that you use is actually important because you feel more comfortable with a certain camera angle and a certain stadium and the way the game feels, and it genuinely helps you play better. So there was a consumable that I bought. Actually, I'll tell you what I did as well. I applied it to Hector Bellerin, and the reason why I applied it to him is because he's a loan player. So once his loan contracts run out, that chem style disappears anyway. So it's not like it's in the game forever. So yeah, and then I bought the bronze dude there for 150 coins and discarded him. And from that, I got the manager task pack, which again I believe is an untradeable 7.5k pack. Which isn't too bad, but you know, just it benefits us for contracts for a few fitness items. I'll try not to use fitness items. What I'll try to do is, in this series where, you know, again, it's different to my Road to Glory, is I'll actually try and have a rotation squad, players I could just dip in and out at any point necessary. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to sell the fitness items to get as much coins as possible, to make sure that I can open as many packs as possible. And I'm interested to see how quickly it will take me, or how long it will take me to get, you know, a nice sum of coins. And at what point do I decide, okay, a gold pack now, or a 5k pack, or a silver pack, or do I invest this 10k into, you know, a 10k's worth of bronze packs and try and turn it into 20k? Or do I just buy a gold pack and then a few bronze packs and see if I can get lucky in a gold pack? It's going to be really interesting, and I'm like really more looking forward to like team of the season area, where I could potentially have a lot of coins through FUT Champs and just playing the game in general, and could get lucky and pack a couple of blue cards. That would be interesting to me. However, one of the more interesting things about that is the FUT Champs, as I said in episode 1, will bear second fiddle to my Road to Glory. So it's very unlikely that I'll play 40 games of FUT Champions on this account ever. Just because it will be the sort of thing where I'll play it leisurely rather than like, you know, intensely. Like, I want to get the 40 games done on my Road to Glory account. Only when I'm finished with my Road to Glory will I play the games on here. So it's likely I'll only get 10, 15, maybe even 20 games of FUT Champs in, which means I might not even make gold, which is totally fine, because it adds a layer of difficulty to the series and makes it far more rewarding with the success we may get. The biggest thing that I saw in the comment section of episode 1 was FUT drafts. Obviously, FUT draft will be a great way to generate pack pooled gold players. We got the manager task map, by the way. We ended up packing another 85 rated player in Felipe Luis. I cannot believe my pack luck on this account already. We've got 2 85 rated players in an inform, and that's only off of the free packs that we've got. And in this pack, I end up getting a free gold pack in the pack, which was obviously a tradable gold pack, which was very, very nice to get. I couldn't believe it. Look at our coin balance already. We're up to 5,300 coins. So yeah, the FUT draft will definitely be something that'll be interesting. It will allow us to get pack pooled players as and when we need them, but we're going to have to generate the 15,000 coins to enter. And the biggest thing that I don't want to do is I don't want to turn this into like a draft series just to get pack pool players. I have Draft to Glory already. You know, I want to make sure I keep a fine balance. Like, I'm totally happy to use draft, totally happy to play in draft. You know, it makes sense, right? You want pack pool players. For 15,000 coins, I could go and buy 2 7.5k packs or a 15k pack, or I could go into the draft, try my luck, and see if I can get some better rewards. Sure, I don't mind doing that at all, but I want to keep the balance very nicely mixed between everything. I don't want it to just be, let me just spam draft and spam draft. Oh, I can't afford 15k, let me play some division games. Okay, I'm back into draft. And although this is a road to FUT Champs, this is more about just the success of building a team that's competitive in FUT Champs, because obviously that's the most competitive game mode within FIFA Ultimate Team, rather than just geared towards FUT Champs. You know, I think a lot of people thought that this would only be daily knockouts and foot champs, no division, no draft. But the idea is to use everything available, within the game. So I will be playing through the divisions because I like the coin rewards. They'll be helpful towards getting us some packs, which will help with consumables and players. I will be playing the foot draft again for the same reason. And I'll be playing the daily knockouts and in foot champs where possible. And again, it's just to try and give myself the best opportunity to be able to pack as many players as possible, to be able to generate and build the best team that I can. And if we can get some SBC cards, I would love to. It will be a task. It will be so hard to be able to generate, the players. A lot of the smaller league ones like the Russian league and the Dutch league and such, there's a lot of like bronze and silvers that are viable there. So I'll definitely be able to generate a lot of packs off of those from completing them with the bronze players. But if there is a situation where I'm like 1 or 2 players short, I can't just go and buy them. I'm going to have to figure out a way to grind through bronze, silver and gold upgrade to be able to get those players for myself. So that's basically the overall plan. What you're seeing on the screen over the last few minutes, guys, of course, no more gameplay since the first 2 games, was me just having a play around, looking at what we could get. I completed obviously the manager tasks. I was going through the motions, which this sort of stuff you won't see again because now the manager tasks are done. They're just done. There's no point, continually doing manager things for the manager tasks when I don't get any reward for it. And I was just kind of looking at like what I could do with the team. I went and got Dele Alli on loan. Obviously got Hector Bellerin from loan. Right now, 4 of my players in the team are loan players, but we've got a nice basis of golds already. Okay, we don't have like any particular superstar. We don't have a player that's going to be groundbreaking for us other than potentially Hamsik and now Felipe Luis. But for me to get Felipe Luis in the team, of course, I'm going to need a good a good centre back and a good midfielder to put in with him. There's no point just throwing him in there and having no links to him and having him off chem. I may as well use the player that I've got available to me that actually benefits the overall team rather than throwing him in there. But there is potential in this team. We've got a couple of tradable players there. That gold guy there, he's tradable. We've got a lot of untradables. We've got a good mix of nations and leagues, which is helpful for any other players that we get. It just really is going to allow me to get at least 7 chemistry on each player, which is good for the simple fact that anything lower than 7 chemistry and you're starting to deteriorate stats on the card, and anything, obviously it's not an exact science, depends on the team chemistry and such as well, but basically if you're getting 6 or 7 chemistry on all of your players, you're going to be in a good spot. It's not going to be a problem. And you can see here we're 2 wins out of 2. We've got 5k coins up in the top left there. And what I did after that is I went and completed... What did I complete? I completed something to get a pack. I think I had a squad builder challenge done as well, didn't I? I opened a few more. Oh no, I opened a bronze pack here. I do the other squad builder challenges in the next version. So one more bronze pack, guys, just before this video ends here today. And again, if you guys are enjoying this, drop a thumbs up. Let's see if we can smash 20k likes again. You guys have been so supportive. As I said before, like a lot of this series will be live. Today's episode, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit more, give you guys a little bit more detail as to how I plan to do things. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it, man. I feel like I'm going to enjoy it a lot. It's the sort of thing that I think is going to be a huge success. I think it's going to be a struggle, and I think I'm going to lose a lot of games on the way through. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun in doing so. It's not going to be just one of these series where I go and buy early on a cheap, typical BPL team or Serie A team, start stomping my way through divisions, and then go through the motions of the regular road to glories. This is going to be a situation where it's like, hey, if I pack something, I'm going to be actually excited to pack it. You guys may be sitting here as well thinking, where is Draft the Glory today? I've changed my plan of what I'm going to be doing with Draft the Glory and this Road to Glory. And instead of doing Draft Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 9, I'm just going to alternate the days. So yesterday was Draft to Glory, today Road to Glory, tomorrow Draft to Glory, the next day Road to Glory, and just rotate them along the other videos that come every other day anyway. That's how that's going to work. But guys, this will be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.